Hello, and a few words about the Pennsylvania Rules of Civil Procedure. Basically, if you follow the link that's posted under Resources for Rules of Civil Procedure, that'll take you to the rules. It will give you a bit of a menu, which I would tell you is oftentimes a little tricky, but we'll figure this out. The section number 1 is, I wouldn't bother with that. Rules of construction will give you an introduction to some of the aspects of the rules, none of which are really going to be required for you for this particular assignment, but that's chapter 100 and where it all goes. Then we get to Rule 200, the business of courts, and that's getting you a little closer, but again, it's not entirely foolproof. It gives you a couple of different pieces that may be of interest, but again, everyone, I don't know these rules by heart, and you may know after you've done this a while, you may know certain sections, the important part, but it's really not information that you need to fill up your hard drive with. As long as you can find the information, I think you're in pretty good shape. But that's chapter 200. Chapter 400 deals with service of original process. That's a legalese way of saying it deals with how you get the paperwork to the other side. In other words, once we've filed this paperwork, for instance, with a complaint, how do we give it to the defendant so that they have fair notice of what's going on? Those cases can get complicated, and we're not going to deal with chapter 400 yet, but I just wanted you to know that it exists. But where the real fun starts is in chapter 1000 and under actions. And when you click on that, it'll give you an introduction to civil actions, actions in trespass, ejectment, and a whole list of other items. The main one that we're going to spend a lot of time on is section A. And if you scroll down, you'll see that we start getting into things you may have heard already. That is venue, change of venue, commencing actions. If you look at section 1017, pleadings allowed, captions, all of that information are things that we've sort of glossed over, but we'll do a lot of this this week with respect to the scavenger hunt and with respect to the couple other short assignments dealing with the rules. But if you scroll down, you'll see that there's an awful lot of information there. Keep this in mind, everyone. I learned this from a student a couple of years ago. These are now searchable through Google searches, so it's really pretty manageable to find your way around. Again, it's a reference book. It's not something that you're going to read from beginning to end, and no one will ever make a movie of this book. So with that said, everyone, I'll leave you alone, but I just wanted you to give you a quick insight into the rules of civil procedure in Pennsylvania. Thanks again. Bye.